It's finally here, you guys. It's your boy Flyy Got Fresh, and I want to welcome you guys to the first episode of the ANOMALOUS VIBES Podcast with Fly Guy in China. Yo, China, what's going on? How's your week going so far?
My week is okay. Not too high, not too low. I'm really
Mellow vibes.
yeah, And I say okay because I know things can always be good and things can always be great,
Right.
and things can be rock bottom. And I want to make sure that every step that I take, that I know how to deal with everything. So it's always just okay.
You know what's so funny about that? I was watching. You watch Anyala dancing?
I don't. I've seen little clips on social media.
Watch it OD, cause it'd be deep a lot of the time.
Too much for you sometimes.
That's crazy. But when a lot of times you say, "Yo, how you doing?" People like, "Oh, I'm fine." You be dead lying.
Exactly.
People be asking me that. I'd be like, "Nah, I feel like shit."
Yeah.
I'm not feeling good.
But I think in my experience in life, I've learned that some people, and it's cliche, but people really prey on your downfall. And it's when someone hears you say, "Oh, I'm fucked up," or "I can't deal with this," or "Nah, shit is crazy."
Yeah.
They "Oh man, that's crazy. I hope I can help." But deep down, it's all right, cool, good. Now, you at a place where I can get further than you, and then you can tell that same person "Nah, I'm good. Everything's great," and they looking at you "Damn, you're doing better than me." So I don't want, and people, energy is everything, especially for me. That's how I live my life. So I don't want nobody to give anybody no type of leeway, nothing. I'm okay. So you can never know. That keeps people on their tippy toes. I don't never want anybody to get too comfortable with me. I'm okay. So now they looking at me you okay? What does that mean?
So that's
I'm just okay.
I get it. So you kind of just keep it in that space, unless it's somebody that you really vibe with.
Yeah, and somebody
that knows you.
Exactly. My mom. Even my mom, I'm "Mom, I'm okay." Sometimes she'll just be "Nah, FaceTime me. Let me see your face." I'm "Yo, what's wrong? You know everything." But, it's just, like I said, it keeps people on their toes. And
so, yeah, that brings us to the topic. We just wanted to touch base on, feelings and, relationships and stuff like that. This is our first podcast, so I kind of wanted to kick it off from that space. Everybody knows I rap. I do rap. I'm not going to have a rap podcast. Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I
just want y'all to get to know Flyy Got Fresh a little bit more, and my homegirl China. The way I came up with the podcast, I've been wanting to do it because it's just I'm dope. I'm out in these streets. I talk. I got stuff to talk about. I'm smart. You know what I'm saying? So I'm I need a dope person who's not stupid, who can hold the conversation. So I thought about you. And it's crazy because I was on Instagram and I'm "Yo, I can ask China. She dope for this."
I appreciate that. That means a lot to me.
And then it was I called you, woke you up. Oh yeah, that's the story. I called her. I'm "Yo," I'm China. It's 9 a.m. I don't know why I thought she would be up.
No, it was not 9 a.m. It was 7:37, bro. Yes.
I'm mad you said that exact time.
No, because I remember I'm "Yo, what is wrong? What's wrong?" I kept looking at my phone and mind you, you texted me first.
Yeah.
And I didn't respond. Yeah. And you called. I guess it was the excitement. I'm
you got a habit of that. So I just thought it was normal. Yo, listen, y'all.
7:37 in the morning.
Has a habit of not texting back right away. Or for the whole day. And she'll text you back later. And you what the fuck?
You know what? You're right. And I'm gonna take that. You're right. I do. So, but if you want to talk to me, you call. And that's why you call.
You're right.
But damn, I'm gonna just make an announcement. No calls before 11:05 a.m. at all, because
yo, the way she's so specific though. So yeah, I called her. She was asleep, but I didn't know she was asleep. So she answered, and I'm listen, something's wrong. Something's off. I know China for a couple years now, maybe 7 joints, joints. So I'm something's off. I'm you good? She yeah, I was asleep. I'm oh, my fault. I'm yo, you want me to call you back? She's nah, I'm up now. So I'm yo, you want to do this podcast? She's I'm it's going to be about this, that, and the third. She's all right, cool. I'm when? She's Tuesday. We can do it on Tuesday. So now Zeus is here.
Here we are.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. But back to what you were saying about energy. I'm really big on that. Like, I'm really big on energy. I feel like it's important to protect your energy, to protect your heart, like you see it on the sidewalks.
Yeah, I mean, it is like, and I think like, and don't get me wrong, I'm so happy that people from our backgrounds are so open and understanding like what it means to protect your energy.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like now.
No, exactly, more now. Like, especially people, like I said, from our cultures, our backgrounds, our neighborhoods, especially in our generation, you know, like, I feel like our generation, we came up in a weird, rough era, you know? It was just like, we've been through a lot, from dancing everywhere to bros everywhere. Everybody wanted to be in some weird-ass gang. So it was like, I feel...
Nah, dancing was big. Dancing was super big.
I wasn't even a dancer, and I was with the dancers. Like, you couldn't tell me nothing.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, I was always with dancers. Like, dancers, everywhere they was getting light, I was there. And I was just China. I couldn't dance, but I was there.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't remember you. I don't remember you getting light.
Oh, no, I can't dance. That's just, my two-step is fake mean. So, that's about it. But I cannot dance.
Yeah, we did come. It was crazy coming up in Harlem, right?
I mean, I'm from the Bronx, but you know,
but
like...
you uptown, that's uptown.
Like,
everything
the Bronx
is uptown,
and Harlem, like, I mean, I'm not too sure about the other boroughs, but you know, like, we was doing things together, mobbing places together.
Yeah,
so just to
heavy
see...
uptown vibes.
Just to see everybody...
Meek Mill vibes.
Growing on a spiritual level and mentally growing up is real dope for me. Like, just to see my friends and... You know, the people I've surrounded myself with, like, seeing life from a different perspective is real dope. It's real dope.
Yeah. So when we talk about that, it brings us to hold on. I didn't know if y'all could catch that motorcycle. It's a lot going on. We making it happen though. But it brings us to like relationships, you know, and I'm a guy of a certain age. I'm talking like I'm mad old. I'm only a couple years older than China. I'm in my early 30s, so I've been through a lot of growth as a man in relationships and dealing with females and women. And you know, y'all all know, because if y'all listen to the podcast, y'all probably know me, or you follow me on Instagram or something like that. But y'all know I was recently I'm newly single, but I was in a relationship for a couple of years with my son's mother, who remained nameless. But now, like, after her, it's like I feel like I can never take another woman serious on that level, like on a level of like long-term girlfriend or being serious. Like, I'm good on that. And it's just like China was saying, oh nah, you can't really feel like that. Like, I understand you, but you can't really feel like that. And I'm just like, I don't see it.
I mean, so to piggyback off of you, I do understand that feeling. You know, that person filled all your voids, you know, whether it was a mental, physical, emotional thing.
Definitely.
You know, so it's like the next female definitely have big shoes to fill. And so right now, and it's still new, you're going to look at these women like, you can't fill those shoes. You can't do that. And the thing about it too is you don't even want them to.
Nah, yeah, facts.
You subconsciously, you don't want them to.
I'm like,
so you're gonna be standoffish to a certain extent. Like, you're gonna welcome them, but after like you feel like you like them, it's like you're gonna cut them off, or you're gonna do weird shit just to. No, seriously, like you're gonna.
Are we talking from experience or no?
I'm telling you, like, that's what, and I'm not gonna say dudes, because females, we do it as well. You know, we miss out on great people because of what somebody's done to us.
Blocking blessings.
Yeah, and just because we're afraid of moving forward. And it's not a bad thing, but I do understand the feeling. Like, right now, it's still new and it's still fresh. So, of course, you feel like that. A year from now, y'all both are going to grow in ways that you can't imagine.
Right.
So, a year from now, she may feel like, nah, that's the man I love. Like, and you're going to be like, all right, I knew this was going to happen. But don't, you know, like, don't hinder yourself and don't. From meeting other women, you know, like, it's a natural feeling. Like, and I say, like, I kind of applaud you for even feeling that way, because most dudes would just be like, nah, fuck that bitch. Like, I don't care. But that just shows
it was
you.
like a lot
that
of
just,
it was my fault.
But that shows how much of a human you are. You know, that shows that your love was true and genuine.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't admit that. Oh, I was wrong. I love her. Hey, listen, that's who I want to be with.
Right.
People cannot, even females, like, it's been plenty of times I'm like, man, whatever, and then be wiping tears
it's funny
away.
because like I speak to other women and it's like a bunch of married women and they married in their 30s, and I was telling them like, yo, I messed up, this, that, and the third. One of my homegirls is like, yo, that's crazy that you even acknowledge the fact that you messed up. She said, I can never get my husband to do that, never, and he's older than you and all that. And I'm like, I mean, as a man, you gotta be able to own when you mess up. You fuck up. You gotta own it. Like,
but
own
everybody cannot own it, and that's what I'm saying. So that's a start, like, and that's a great start. But hey, it's okay to need a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like, y'all been together for some years. Y'all grew together in a certain extent. Like, you know, like, maybe it's okay to grow apart. That is okay. Like, you know, some people do need space. A lot of the stuff that I learned about myself and what I discovered about the relationship, like the flaws I made, it happened after we broke up. They always say like it's hard to see things while you're in something. So perspective is motherfucker.
It sure is, and you know, it brought me back to like our relationship was becoming toxic. It was really becoming toxic, and she was telling me things that I heard but I didn't really listen to and acknowledge. And now that I'm out of it, I'm able to acknowledge all of it. Like I was like we still have a conversation.
Yeah, that's your child's mom. Y'all should have a conversation.
Yeah, right. You're right.
Y'all better have a conversation. Let me be
We was
clear.
having a conversation, and I'm telling her, she was like, I've been saying this to you, like, and I'm like, yo, I know, but I'm just letting you know that I acknowledge it, and you know, I'm trying to grow from it. I'm just, you know, I'm in a place where I'm just focused on me.
Oh gosh, so cliche.
What? Nah,
everybody gets out of a relationship. I'm so focused on me. I mean, you know, I think the problem is we feel like we get in these relationships and we shouldn't focus on ourselves. It should be, oh my God, my relationship, my partner. And that's where we fall short, because no one teaches us that we supposed to come first.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
After you come first, then your spouse, your relationship, you know, everything else follows. So that's why we feel like, nah, you know what, it's time to focus on me. If we focus on ourselves while dealing with people and I don't mean to be selfish, it just means be self-full. You know, understand that you got to make sure that you're good 110% before you can make sure anyone is okay.
True.
So, you know, if you not feeling up to par, it's okay to say, listen, today I'm just not I'm not 100. I'm not at 100. And anybody that you with should respect that. So that means that, you know, you got to care about yourself more too. Like, that's the only way anything's going to work. You can't give nobody nothing you don't have for yourself.
This is true. And I think that's what it was too, because maybe, I'm not going to say I lacked self-love, but.
No, like, you focus more on that part. Like, you know, your partner.
I had a lot of shit with me.
We all do.
That came from trauma in my life growing up, you know, and then certain things that I should have been taught as a man that I probably wasn't, or just as a man in a household. Like, my situation was like the first time I really was serious about being in a committed situation. It was the first time I was living with a female, trying to be in a committed situation and taking care of our kids together. So it was a learning thing for me. It was a learning curve, and you know, sometimes that gets stressful as well, because she feels like I should know certain things and I should be doing certain things, and it's like, if I wasn't taught it, then it takes me time to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think, you know, it comes from our back, like, you know, how we grew up, because
a lot of us
didn't grow up in two-parent households.
Yeah, exactly.
So I come from a single house home. Like, my mother was a single mom, like,
right.
You know,
Mine
and
too.
I mean that wholeheartedly. Like, my mom did it by herself, 4 kids, like, busted out, and didn't ask for no help. Like, I'm 26. My father have never been on child support, so she did what she had to do. She did what she can. So me being a woman, I already know what it's gonna, like, how it's gonna be if I'm a single mom. Like, I already know what I gotta do. You know, it sucks because
we want to avoid that though. We want to avoid it, but it's like,
if you never grew up around it, if you never seen it, you don't even
know how to be in it.
How to even,
right.
All you know is you're a male. Like you grew up seeing your mother as a single mom. So it's like you don't even know how to step in, because it's like, I know a strong black woman. Like, where do I even help you at?
Right.
And I do understand that. So at the same time,
a lot of the time, that's what will happen.
Yeah, I feel like us as women, though, because we all have this issue. Like, sometimes we're not willing to teach. Mm-hmm. And if we are, like, we're doing it in a belittling way.
Yeah.
We're doing it like, oh my God, why you don't,
emasculating.
Yes, and then it's like, and that's where dudes feel like I'm the man.
Yeah. Don't emasculate me.
Yeah, so a lot of women do that. We don't know how to take 3 steps back, take a deep breath, and realize, like, maybe he genuinely doesn't know how, so let me teach him. And it's not a problem. Yeah. But again, people feel like you said, you should know these things already.
You should know this, you should know that. And then, that's nothing wrong with that. But if I'm telling you, I wasn't taught, like, this is not what happened. And everybody's raised differently. And I'm just understanding more and more as I get older that everyone's raised differently. You can't have the same expectations as everyone. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's completely okay. But it just it just makes me think, and it just makes me grateful for being able to, because I feel like life is really just about growing and learning. And I really feel like every day you're supposed to learn something new.
No, definitely. You're supposed to learn something. I feel like you can go through the same thing 10 times and learn 10 different lessons. But you have to be open to learning those things.
True.
Because some people feel like, no, if I do it this way. Matter of fact, you remember, what's that movie, Holes? Remember the dad was in the kitchen trying to make some shit to...
Holes?
Yeah, the movie Holes with Shia LaBeouf.
Digged all the holes?
Yes, but
it's crazy. I never saw that movie.
That's crazy.
I heard it was a good movie.
Right, so look,
and it was nominated for Oscar.
So the dad, like, I guess, it was a house full of people.
Come over this way.
The house was full of people, and they had stinky feet. So he was trying to come up with a concoction for stinky feet, and he would try the same thing, or he'll try something new, add something new, and it was like he would learn something, and he would probably do the same thing, probably 5 ingredients, add one, take away one.
That's probably how a lot of things are.
But this is what I'm
created.
saying. But we're not taught that. We're taught like, oh, if it don't work that way, it don't work. Not knowing like, why can't it work? Like, I haven't tried it. I haven't gave it 100%.
Yeah.
Like, let me try it a few more times, and if I'm on try 25, then hey. But we have movies. We watch these amazing movies. You think people do it first go around? These actors are amazing at what they do.
Though that you say that, because it's really like, if people did that a lot of people would be able to survive marriages. The divorce rate wouldn't be that high.
But I feel like the divorce rate is that high because people have the option to divorce. If that makes sense. So it's like, if people were just to get married just because you have to be married and there's nothing you can do about it, if you didn't have like prenups and all that, I think marriages would succeed. But you have all these options and these alternatives, like, okay, well, if it don't work out, I can just leave you.
A lot of distractions.
If it don't work out, you don't have to take my money.
Right.
If you didn't have any of that, people would really think like, do I want to marry you? People would invest their time into learning a person, like, hey,
before you jump right into a marriage.
You know what? Let me act broke for 10 days and see how this person react.
Right.
Let me see how a person would take care of me when I'm sick. Like, people would invest into learning these people, and you know what? You are the one for me. Like, I love you sick, mad, sad. I love all of you, and I can accept that, and I can live my life with you.
I feel like people should be engaged for at least 3 years before they get married. That's just me. Like, people was like, what? Not like, nah, because when you're engaged, you still are able to learn, even though it's a level above boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. But when you're engaged, you're still able to learn, and before you take that step, because I'm telling you, marriage for me is it. You marry me,
that's it.
It's
party
done for you.
Only way this marriage is over,
party done.
You 6 feet under.
Right. Exactly.
Shimmy.
Party done. So it's like, and then I take pride in that, yo, because like my grandparents, they were married for 30-something years. Their marriage wasn't the greatest. Maybe, stuff happened, but they never said, oh, we're gonna get divorced. And I'm sure my grandmother wanted to divorce my grandfather. He wasn't, He had his bullshit with him.
He probably wasn't having it.
You know what I mean? But
like, hey, nah, you're not leaving me.
Nah, yeah, facts. That it's just not happening, and it forces you to do the work, the hard work. Like, and like even my mom's just got married a couple years ago. She's gonna be married 3 years now.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it's going on 4. It's gonna go on 4 years. So her marriage is dope. Like, I like her marriage, and it's like it makes me want to aspire to have that type of marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think you know why a lot of things like that don't work, especially right now. We have social media. Social media is open to so much. Like, we can see a person's whole life story. Like, we could be famous, be married, and our life would just be up here. Like,
but that's why I can applaud the people who do get through it. Like, even like Cardi and Offset situation, they went through their little bullshit.
But no, and it's not even them. It's like, it's us looking in. We look at marriages and like, oh, they're perfect. Well, he cheated. She took her back. That. No, but you have to.
I'm saying no, but the average person, you're right. You're absolutely.
You know, like, people look at this and this is what I want to be. Like, people look at social media and look at a person's life and picture and it cut off.
I don't know. I'm checking.
Oh, so it's like, you know, people look at pictures and they perceive.
What was you saying, China?
Okay, sorry. No, I was saying perception. So when people look on social media, they have this perception of
they know
everybody.
They know what's going on.
Or even if you just see a pretty picture, you're like goals, and people create these things in their mind, like, oh my God, my relationship has to be like this over a picture. Like, no, that's not what it is.
That's a fact.
It's a lot of trial and error. Like, stop looking at people and thinking like everything that glitter
ain't gold.
Ain't gold. So
it's a fact.
I feel like that's another reason why. Like, you know, they compare themselves to people like, oh, well, this person and that person, they don't do that and they don't do this. You don't know what happens behind closed doors.
That's
like,
a fact. You gotta know what they show you.
Right. People just be trying to walk in the shadows of other people. And we're talking about marriage. So, you know, they look at other people's marriages and just be like, oh, well, this is what they do and this is how this goes. So why are we doing that? And it's like, no, you got to create your own path for your household, because everything that may work for somebody else it won't work for you.
It won't. And
you feel me? Like,
that's where you gotta know you.
You gotta see where, you know, things work out for you and your partner and your spouse.
Right.
You know, I've had a dude that I was dealing with, and it was an on and off thing. And when he decided, well, I'm not gonna say he. When we decided, like, all right, like, if this was something that you want to do, because if it's not, like, I'm gonna chuck it up.
Yeah.
He like, yeah, and I kind of raised my voice at him, and he's like, China, okay, let's not do that. We're not going to raise our voices, and we're not going to curse. And I'm looking at him like, I curse like a sailor. And he like, I get it, but when you mad and you're cursing, like, it's real aggressive, and I don't like the way it makes me feel. And I just had to take several steps back, like, yo, first of all, thank you for telling me, like, you know, thank you for staying calm, and that's
pretty dope. That
you know, like, just
some guys not even able to, like, I've done that too. Like, with my ex, she has a temper on her, so later on in our relationship, I was able to be like, so you finished? You alright?
No, and that's what, you know, I commended him on it, because we've been down this path before. Like, I was dealing with him before, and there's been times where he done curse me out. I done threatened him when I see you, and it was vice versa. So for him to just be like, hey, you know, even down to, like, you know, he got further than just, yo, you done? Like, it was just, listen, China, I understand your frustrations, but I don't really like the way that makes me feel. And the fact that he shine light on his feelings, it was like, yo, that's dope. Like, it wasn't just, oh, you're yelling, I don't like it. It's like, yo, it makes me feel a way, and I want you to not do that. That's the only way this is gonna work. And I'm like, yo, that means you're serious. Like, this is something that you want, and you want us to grow as individuals and as a couple, and I can respect that.
Right.
You know,
that's dope. So when you feel like, when it comes to, like, dating with you, like, what's your stance on dating in 2019?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I think when I deal with somebody, it just has to be like an open-minded person. You know, because
you're open-minded. But this is why I wanted you on the show, because I'm open-minded. And you're
you know,
open-minded,
it's like I don't really have no real like, no, you gotta be this, you gotta be that. It's none of that. It's just when I'm having a conversation with somebody, I just want them to be able to have a conversation, even if they're not knowledgeable on the conversation. I want them to be able to just ask questions or just, like, look, that's kind of weird to me, but I'm willing to learn, but ain't my cup of tea. Like, somebody that's kind of well-rounded, because some things just...
Some things are not for everybody.
Yeah, like, example, I was dealing with a dude, and he was older than me, so him being older than me, I'm like, okay, cool, I can learn a thing or three from him. Exactly. And
I like that, thing or three.
So, like, we would talk, and most of the time, he worked a lot, so I wouldn't see him until later on that night. And when I say work 7 days a week, wouldn't take a day off if the sky was falling, literally. So it was like, all right. Right. So it was just like, yo, you want to hang out today? Like, I can try to leave early. Let's go bowling. So when we did little intimate things, it was like, it was dope. Then one time we went to a restaurant, and it's my favorite restaurant. It ain't nothing spectacular, but I'm like, yo, I want to go, and you never tried it. So we out. Yeah. We sitting at the table, and like, he's just, the way he's looking at the menu, kind of like, I'm like, what's wrong with his face? I'm like, okay, it's Newtown, but the menu's small. Yeah. Then in the appetizers, they had.
You sharing the restaurant or no?
Oh, Sweet Chicks. Okay, I love Sweet Chicks, y'all. Everybody should go to Sweet Chicks. If you've never been to Sweet Chicks,
I've never been there.
Sweet. So the one, the first time I've ever went to Sweet Chicks is I was in LA. I went to go visit my cousin. Okay. He lived out there. It was on Fairfax in LA. The one I know of out here, the one I go to rather, is on Ludlow in the Lower East Side.
Oh, I think I did see that.
Yeah, it's a real small, intimate restaurant. I love it because it's real dim, real chill,
it's a restaurant
calm.
on Essex. It's a speakeasy. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't. When I was living down there, everything I was just going back and forth. But Sweet Chicks is dope.
I've never been there.
No, you should. All right, so one day we're gonna go to Sweet Chicks and
facts. And we need to do that.
We're gonna get his take on it. So we sitting in there, and one of the appetizers is a bucket of biscuits, and yo,
for real?
No, I'm dead serious.
A bucket of biscuits?
But I get it though, because what if you come in there with a large group and y'all waiting to eat? Cool, you get appetizers, biscuits. That's bread. That's dough. That's gonna fill you up.
Are we talking about like Popeyes biscuits? Like thick like that?
No, but they're biscuits. Like, you know how, like, when we go to Red Lobster, we want their biscuits. Like, they just did a thing or two where you got to pay for the biscuits, which is understandable. Like, I drink. So, if I go there, I'll probably get the biscuits, something else, because that, it's bread. It absorbs the liquor.
But it's like, you don't generally hear a bucket of biscuits.
Nah, you don't, but I'm just saying.
But that's kind of, it's different.
So he was like, what is a bucket of biscuits? What is that? That's, what? What does that mean? That's gay. And I'm just like, don't laugh, because I was just sitting there like, wait, what?
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. So I'm just like, all right. Just, he's curious.
Right.
Then the waiter comes, he gonna ask the waiter, well, what is a bucket of biscuits? What is that? And I'm like, yo, you dead ass me? Like, why would you ask her that? It's self-explanatory. It's a bucket of biscuits.
That's a fact.
So, but he wasn't asking her joking, like, he was dead serious. So I'm like, you know what? The ghetto. I left that alone.
Yeah.
We sitting there, he like, what you getting? I get the same thing, y'all. Apple cinnamon waffle. It's a Belgian waffle at that. I get a breast and a wing.
Fire.
You feel me? I gotta make sure I got my hot sauce. Like, I get the same thing. Like, my friend works at Sweet Chicks. I don't want to say her name.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
I went to visit her
trying
once.
to run up there like, China, we know China. Nah, none of that.
Nah, you're not, because trust and believe she's like that, and y'all gonna get a rude awakening. But other than that, like, I went there before, and she's like, they serve other things. But that's what I like. And when I'm tired of it, I'll try something new.
Right.
But I got what I got. He's like, well, I'm just gonna get the mac and cheese and 2 pieces of chicken. Right. I'm like, all right, cool. The macaroni and cheese come. He's looking at it like it's a bowl of puke. First of all, it was like white cheddar, I believe. It was like, I think it had a mixes of cheeses, but the cheeses were white.
And
it was Velveeta shells, and he was like, I wouldn't order this as I knew it was Velveeta. I don't eat Velveeta. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a greedy ass nigga, like. So when I looked, I'm like, Velveeta, Elbow, ziti, kind of all taste the same, depending. I know it don't, y'all.
It's a pasta.
It's pasta, though.
On what you put
it's
on
not
it.
like you got vegetable pasta, whole wheat pasta, and it tastes different.
Nah.
It's just Velveeta noodles. But if you would have read the shit, you would have known that. Right. But you're so worried about a bucket of biscuits that you didn't realize that it was Velveeta noodles. I left it alone. the way he was eating the chicken, y'all, kind of turned me off. He was just like eating a chicken, looking like a little mouse.
So this is like horrible for you.
Yo, when I say I liked him so much up until this moment, like I'm like, and then I'm like, all right, I'm like, okay.
That's so crazy.
And
how
I'm
you
like,
find out about people.
Yo, and this is why I'm strong believer. Like, you know, I gotta see how a person eats. You feel me? Like, I have to. Then what took the cake for me was he took a piece of my waffle, and I'm like, try it, it's good. And they have like special butters there. They got regular butter. They got like a berry butter, if I'm not mistaken. They got like a herb butter. And
I need the.
And my favorite one is the lemon honey butter. So I get it with the apple cinnamon. It's kind of like a cute little zing. So he's eating it. And first of all, it kind of turned me up because he's eating a big old Belgian waffle with a spoon. I'm just looking like a spoon, bro. Like really trying to cut it with a spoon. Like you know, like you break off a piece of cake with a spoon.
What are you doing, yo?
Yo, and I'm sitting there like,
spoon?
I'm like, I hope nobody see this because maybe it's just me, and
it's
I'm thinking,
kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, and then you're older than me, so I'm like, bro.
Yeah, like.
So he eats the waffle and he like, yo, what is this? I'm like, it's an apple cinnamon waffle.
Now we just gonna acknowledge that age does not mean maturity.
And we know I knew that, but now I know it. Because I experienced it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's an apple cinnamon waffle, and you gotta see me. I'm so baffled. I'm like, he like, but what is in it? I said, it has some apples in it, and it's, you know, I mean, you could see that it's topped with some
waffle.
Okay. So, he was like, oh, that's gay. Nobody wants stuff in their mouth. I said, wait, what makes that gay? He was like, because it was just in my mouth. Like, who wants that? I said, bro.
What year is this?
Yo, this year.
Oh, nah, he gotta chill out. Okay.
So I'm like, okay.
He gotta chill out with that gay word.
First of all, exactly. But I was so baffled. Like, what makes it gay? Like, because me, the way I think, I'm like, gay means happy. So is it happy? Like, you know, I don't always think about.
And then food. It's food.
And my point exactly. And I
didn't know they had.
When I say that
food.
turned me off so much because I'm like, well, what kind of waffle did you think it was? He was like, well, I don't know. I just thought it was apple cinnamon flavored. You never had like strawberry cake with little pieces of strawberry in it, bro?
Right.
Like
real, like that's what makes it strawberry.
When I say it turned me off because I'm like,
you can't be this ignorant.
And that's what pissed me off because I'm like, yo, I've had good conversations with him. And I'm like, maybe because I liked him, the conversations hit me a different way.
Yeah.
But I'm just looking at him like, yo, the ghetto. Like, the what?
This is that.
And I'm like,
that's upsetting, yo.
And it bothers me because I always felt like any man that was something, oh, that's gay, no homo. It's something about you I need to be worried about.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because I have nothing against that community, the gay community. I have nothing against them. Like, I love them. And I welcome them with open arms in my heart, my mind, my body, and my soul. Pause.
That's the Harlem in you. That's it.
Yeah. Because I'm like, you know,
that's the uptown.
Sorry, guys. It's a force of habit. But
it's the uptown.
It's just like, you know, in my life and through my experience, I've always wondered, like, why, you know, straight men so worried about gay guys. Trust and believe, I've been around a lot of them, and they do not want you. They don't. Trust and believe. They don't. They're not even looking for you, checking for you, nothing. Because what you have nothing to offer them. And these are some bougie bitches. Excuse my language. Like, you feel me? Like, so it's like everything's, oh, that's gay. I don't do this. That's because that's gay. I'm just like, and I remember I heard him say it once or twice, and I'm like, okay, he's joking. But no, he's dead serious. I'm like, you know what? No, you know, I don't have no.
I don't get the. I just don't understand the food. Like.
Yeah, I mean, and this is what I'm saying. So it's like I really don't have no set like, oh, a guy gotta be this and guy gotta be that, because I'm gonna welcome, like, if you spark my interest, I'm gonna give you a shot.
It's energy,
like,
man.
You understand what I'm saying? But
energy.
That just didn't sit right with me. Like, and I'm just like, that made me uncomfortable. So
that was the last time y'all kicked it.
Yeah, and then, you know, he been trying, and then I'm just like, oh, you know.
Oh, see, bro, look. So if you listen to this podcast, now you know. All right.
Sorry.
You done fucked up.
You did.
You know you done fucked up now, right?
Yeah.
You know you done fucked up now, right? That's all I'm saying. Like, but I mean, that's crazy. Like, I don't know. I've never had to deal with any type of situation similar to that.
And you know what's crazy?
But you know,
I'm so open. Like, you know, I don't really like going out to eat, y'all. I'm be honest. As greedy as I am, I don't like to go out to eat to public places because I eat like a 6-year-old, and I can't help it. It doesn't matter what I do. I put I get food on me, and it just looks sloppy. So I kind of no, for real. But I notice about myself. So this is why, like, when I go places, I eat what I eat and what I like, and I don't experiment.
You been in a boy before?
But see, that's different. You can be messy there.
Yeah, fact.
You feel me?
But you got the bib, you got the
bib, you got everything. Like that's a place they made for a nigga like me. You know,
right?
They made that solely for me.
That's my spot. Ooh,
but you know, I don't really like to go out
spot.
to eat. Like, you know, I'll tell people like, listen, off rip, like I'm a messy eater, and I don't mean to be. I can try. So it's like when I go to Sweet Chicks, I can't be messy with that.
Yeah.
You know, the waffle is a Belgian waffle. Only thing is, you know, I break my little chicken apart, my hot sauce. People probably call me ghetto, but I love hot sauce.
A wing and a breast?
A wing and a breast.
So, yeah,
that's it.
You gotta go white meat.
White meat only.
Do dark meat. You gotta go white meat.
Yeah.
Definitely white meat. But that's interesting, man. Like, for me, it's just like, it gotta be energy. Like, I'm really moved off of energy and vibes. I'm an Aries too. I think I'm big on emotion. Like, I move off emotion a lot. I had to stop that, but
yes,
I vibe off of energy and emotion, and energy is like the biggest thing for me. If I catch your energy and it's lit, it's lit. But if your energy is off, I can't deal with you, bro. I really can't. And negative energy just like, it's so draining, bro. I can't.
It is. You know what sucks about negative energy? Some people don't even know that they're super negative.
Yeah, see, and then like, that too, like...
And then they're so defensive when you try to tell them, like, yo, like, try to help them out. Like, listen, take it down a notch.
Right.
Like, relax. Like, what's going... Oh, I'm good. And it's like, whoa there.
Okay.
I'm just trying to, you know, help you see things in a different light.
Yeah, that's all. There's nothing wrong with perspective. Like you said, perspective is a motherfucker. Like,
it is.
There's nothing wrong with perspective. And the more open-minded people in this world, it would be a better place. I'm telling you. It would be such a better place. And people's relationships will last longer, as well as many other things. What you think about that Tekashi situation? I want to talk about that real fast. I had to talk about that. It would only be right. We caught it in the middle of the situation. We had to talk about it. Tekashi 6ix9ine. If y'all don't know, well, he got arrested last year, racketeering and a bunch of other charges. And he just recently went on the stand and told on a whole lot of people. And it's bad. It's bad. So where I stand with that, I feel like once you pick to be in a certain type of lifestyle, you have to honor the codes of that lifestyle. If I choose to be a thief, I have to honor the code of a thief. So if I choose to be a gangbanger and run around shooting shit up and wilding, I get arrested. I gotta apply by the codes of a gangbanger. Those codes are very simple and direct. So once you go against those codes, it's like, how can I respect you?
Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm growing to learn perspective.
Right.
And I try not to react off of certain things because how I feel. I try to look at shit from all angles.
Right.
You know, just to get a better understanding of shit. So with that situation, it's kind of, I totally get that. I'm a hood booger.
Right.
Straight from the Bronx, like always and forever. And I do understand the street code and just, as we all say, no snitching, no rats. You're a rat. That's it.
Yeah. My thing is, you did something wrong.
You no, absolutely right.
Once you've done something wrong, don't try to get me in trouble because you did something wrong.
But see, now this is the thing. Honestly, like, we only know what's being put out there. That's number one. Mm-hmm. Number two, before I start, I don't know much about this situation. All I know is what I see on social media and what sparks the memes and what sparks my attention. Because this stuff, first and foremost, before I get started, it has nothing to do with my life.
Right.
I have no dealings with this person whatsoever. If I was hungry, 9 times out of 10, everybody in that situation wouldn't give me $1 pizza and a Poland Spring. So I can care less about it. I just had to throw that out there. Now, what I do know is that he was, a blood member, right? Trey, like, cause you know Trey Way, yeah. So he was with that one, cause I remember the song.
Yeah.
And he did the, you know, the most disrespectful thing you can do. Is snitch.
Right.
Right. And from what I do know, from what I've seen, is that the same people he snitched on, he was only there for their benefit. And his at the same time, but it was mainly.
Yeah, this is
but
what
you
I was hearing.
It was for their benefit, like straight extortion. You know, he was making sure they was like, you know, really like those was like he was their puppet. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, hear me out. So it's like, and before all this happened, I've done heard like, you know, he done kidnapped him, fucked his baby moms, and we just like really did foul shit to him, and they really didn't mean him any good. So at the same time, 47 years for a bunch of niggas that ain't never look at you like a bro. That's tough for somebody to do. And there's I see a lot of dudes on social media like, oh, that's crazy, he a rat, he snitching. Let me tell you, a lot of y'all niggas fold for the little bit. A lot of y'all niggas fold because somebody running down on y'all like, oh, you such and such. Oh, nah, I'm not him. I don't know them. Nah, I'm not from there. I've seen it with my own eyes. Everybody a gangster on social media, but nobody's doing 47 years for nobody. That's number one.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Well,
Like,
see, what I think the 47 years wasn't really for other people. He had dealings with certain situations as well.
but see, that's what I'm saying. I really don't know the.
Like I know one story where he snitched on Kuda. I don't know if you know Kuda.
I don't know who that is.
The Kuda guy. You've heard his name before.
I promise you, I didn't.
In one of the records, like he said his name in one of the records. So it was alleged. I'm not gonna say. You know, this was alleged that Snick 6ix9ine was putting a hit on someone. I think they had a situation with son from Chicago.
Oh, the Chief Keef dude.
Yes.
Okay, I remember that. See, social media is the news.
6ix9ine had supposedly like put a hit out or something, but he asked Kuda to do it. That's his man. So I said, "Oh, China, I need you to go take care of this for me." Then I get arrested, and I tell him, "I hired China to kill somebody for me."
See, but now,
like, how you do that?
and it's
that.
that's absolutely whack. Trust and believe. I'm not justifying anything that he did. What I don't like is how people are like, oh, nah, that's whack. Because now, if it was the shoes on the other foot, if one of your family members got hurt, harmed, you would want somebody to snitch. Because that's what we do. Oh my God, if you see something, say something.
Well, it depends on the life you come from, too.
It don't. Because I've done seen a bunch of hood niggas get shot up, hit them up, bang, bang, 6 feet under, can barely walk, talk. Mm-hmm. And they friends and family is same thing. Oh, if y'all seen this and y'all posting videos and doing all that, that's dry snitching as well. So don't, if it's a no snitching room, that means it's no snitching for all around the border. All around the border. Everybody like, oh, well, you snitching because, and you did this, that, and the third. You know your friend is a shooter. You know your friend is in these streets.
Right.
But he gets shot in the head, and now you want somebody to snitch on the person who shot him in the head? Nah, it don't work like that.
Like I said, it really depends on where you come from. Because
no, it don't.
If you come from a certain lifestyle, they're not going to tell you, oh, it's snitch. They're going to tell you to handle that yourself. Or we going to handle it. Certain
like
people.
I've seen, no, I'm telling you, I've seen it. Like, I've seen people like gangsters, they friends gangsters, people sharing videos on social media. That's dry snitching.
Yeah, but see, you got to stop
like,
that though.
But this is what I'm saying.
Real niggas who in the streets is not sharing videos.
No,
they got to stop that.
No, that's real niggas that don't have social media.
Well,
okay?
Yeah. Well,
everybody that got social media, 92% of them, everybody sharing videos, laughing, joking, yo, you dry snitching. Period.
This is true.
Period.
If
so
you look at it that
don't
way.
live a certain lifestyle and then somebody else living. Nah, that's that double standard shit.
Right.
You know, like I said, I'm sitting here running around no snitching, but one of my friends gets shot and it's on video. I'm sitting here sharing a video, asking people to tell me, and if you know this person, come to the police. So I'm really publicly asking people, hey, can you snitch on your friend?
I mean,
right, because it's convenient. But because it's convenient for me.
In a sense, yeah, when it's convenient.
But now, if somebody say something like, oh, this person did that, oh, are they snitching? Like, that shit don't make no sense to me. Like,
I feel like
no,
the snitching thing only applies to the lifestyle you're in. But then that's, if you're a civilian, you can't really. It's not no snitching.
No, I know, but I do understand that. But like I said, I'm just talking from perspective. Like, you feel me? Like, it's just, it don't work. Like for me, I just be like, that shit don't make no sense. But again.
But in this situation,
you want to be a hood nigga?
He
you want
put
to
himself in that.
Absolutely.
That
like,
space.
All I can say though, on a personal thing about him, I don't know too much about him. All I know is a little weirdo nigga with colorful hair. He had some catchy ass fucking songs that I liked. I'm not gonna front. But he always did too much. Like, he always did too much. Wanted to be a gangster, wanted to be doing this, wanted to be doing that. And he wasn't true to himself. So now he got what he got. And the way it's looking for him, baby boy, you might want to go to Cuba with Pac is, because let me tell you.
Oh, you believe Pac is in Cuba?
Listen, Tupac is my dad, so I'm going to always believe he's alive,
man.
okay?
He's in Cuba, y'all. You heard? Pac is in Cuba.
Yeah, shitting me. But no, for real. Like, you set yourself, like, on some real shit, he set himself for failure. He set himself up for that.
Nah,
like,
that's a fact.
Like, you understand? Like, you wanted... My thing is, you did too much. Like, you wanted to be... All of this because of... For protection, nigga, you got money. You could have hired security. You shitting me?
And then they say,
like, niggas, first of all,
they was extorting him and all that.
But you allowed that, like,
yeah, facts.
You feel me? Like, it came to a certain time where it's like, you could have just like, listen, y'all, like, I can give y'all jobs. You allowed some.
Away or give like, listen, I can give you jobs to put yourself in a better position.
That's it.
Like, that's it.
But you allowed it to go on for so on and so on to where you put yourself in a hole because you're not like that. Niggas is not kidnapping you for nothing. You probably did something, said something, was moving a little weird. Niggas had to, hem you up real quick.
Because you see the videos on social media. That's him. He's doing these videos. So you talking crazy. You moving a certain way crazy.
No, this is what I'm saying. Like,
stupid. Like, you wailing.
No, because again,
so
he had protection, and you want first of all, like, you can't be trying to live this gangsta ass lifestyle and then be in the limelight. It don't work that way. Some people it work for because that's who they are.
Right.
Like, you understand? Right. You got some people who are I'm not gonna say gang members, that are in the streets and they live the street life because that's who they are. That's all they know.
Who just come from the street and then they just have that certain level of respect. Like with Nipsey. God bless the dad. God bless my big bro Nipsey. Nipsey was from the street and niggas didn't move with him a certain way. Period. Because they respected him.
But that's who he... See, the thing with Nip...
Even though he wasn't on that time no more,
but Nip
he could get on that time.
Nip is who he is. He was true to himself.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like, anybody... I done watch videos with Nip where he'll tell somebody like, yo, like, why you got a camera in my face, bro?
Right.
Like...
You saw that video when he went and showed his bag? And he now y'all recorded me, I'm recording you.
And they looked at it as, what's wrong with him? Like, you're Nipsey Hussle, but at the same time, he's still a human. You got to understand his background. Like, that's a hood nigga. Like, you move on him a certain way, nigga, I'm going to move on you. Like, you're not going to hurt me. I'm going to really lay you the fuck out. Like,
right. And that's why I respect, like, him, the baby, and
like, these
baby,
are people that
get caught knocking niggas out. Like,
it's like, that's who he been.
We not running, but he's not running around starting no trouble. These niggas is coming to him, and the only reason they do that is because he's out and niggas know who he is now.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? So what you think because I got a little bit of money, you gonna be able to run down? Like, you bugging. I'm still this type of nigga. I still knock you out.
You know,
like,
I'm be honest, I don't listen to rap, so I be knowing who these people are because
you be knowing because of the social media.
Because of social media, and I'm not saying I be so lost. I go out with my friends and I be like, all right, wait, what's this? Like, I be so lost. You gotta see me. I be in like the spots with my little hookah and just like, wait, what the hell is going on? I be pretending I know the words. I'm one of those people that kind of like mouth the words and don't know the words on his Snapchat. Like, that's me. I'm people. Because I just don't be knowing. I listen to a lot of old music. So
old school. That's like, a vibe.
I listen to rock music. I listen to old rock music. Like, I love Queen.
Old rock?
Old rock. I love Queen.
I like Linkin Park.
First of all, let me tell you, Linkin Park is the shit. And my favorite Linkin Park was when Linkin Park and Jay-Z did that
collab. Yeah, that was epic.
That shit was amazing.
Super, super, super epic. I like that. I like a lot of old school rock shit. Like,
I'm not familiar with the
new. Yes.
I love Creed.
I love
Oh my
Creed.
God, my favorite song is My Sacrifice.
What?
Yo, Guns N' Roses is my shit.
Yo, that's hard.
No, I listen to a lot of older music. Like, you know, that's...
I mean, but if people hung out with you long enough, and if they knew like the old you, like China, she's like the calmed version now. Like, y'all remember when Nicki first came out and she was like popping colorful hair? That was old China. And
no, first of all, I
chilling new China. Like,
no, I still do color hair right now. I can say for the last like 4 months, I haven't had color hair. And that's only because I've been growing it. Like, so
but I like the black on you.
I'm embracing like the naturalness. You know, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love my natural hair, but I've never. I'm 26. Anybody knows me. I've been cutting my hair for the last 10 years.
Yeah,
so this is the first time I was bald headed for years. Like anybody that knows me knows. Like, so me growing my hair, niggas is like, wait, China, what? I came in today and Fresh is like, you got black hair, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like, you okay? Like, since
I seen a picture.
Like, since you sick?
You doing the black hair, that's tough.
So, but no, I'm only just like, I'm really embracing it outside in public. Like, you know, I wear my afro out. And it's not that I don't think I'm beautiful with it. It's just that's something I've never done. Like, I've never really walked out. Right, I never walked outside with my afro and stuff. Like, it was always, if I did, it was colors. Like, blue, green, whatever color I thought of. Like, that's what I did. So, you know, I still do the color hairs. I can say, only thing I don't do now is, like, really colorful outfits. Like, you know, I kind of...
Nah, I like the pop. You know, I'm from Harlem, so I like the...
No, yeah, but like, you know, for...
My pink.
No, so it's like, for me, it's just... And the crazy thing is, I tell people this all the time, and no one believes me. I'm super shy, and I hate attention. I am shy.
Nah, I believe that. I can believe that. But I see, you know why? People who won't believe you, they don't know you. I can believe that. I dead believe that. Like.
But you know what it is? Again, you know, like we talk about earlier, perception. People perceive them. They look at me and they think, oh my God, she's so outgoing. She's so this, she's so that. Look at her. And it's like, no, I am shy. I will, first of all, if anybody knows me, I will not start a conversation. I will sit here and be like, I will sit in a room. And
the only reason we have this podcast is because she knows me. And it's like we vibing. Like, China smells mad good right now. Like,
thank you.
I'm just vibing.
So like, I only, like, I can have a conversation, but somebody has to start it with me. Like, I'm super shy and I don't like attention. But it's just like, you know, like the colors and all of that. Like, I just kind of like,
I get it. So the bright colors, it automatically brings attention.
Yeah, and then it's like, you know, I mean, I just grew out of it, but I still love my color hair. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, that defines me, period. Like, but no, I like the color black a lot. You know, I've grown to like it. Like, I've always loved the color black, but now it's just like,
you know what? So I don't be saying that too. Like, me and my cousin used to always have this argument. Like, yo, black is not a color. It's a shade. And I just be like, whatever, my nigga. It's a color.
Listen, let me tell you something. That shade, color, whatever you want to call it, it's just beautiful to me. And I like it. Like, I like the way it looks on me now. Like, you feel me? Like, before, I used to feel like me wearing black, it made me look gothic. And I don't know why. Like, I'm not going to lie, it did make me look a little goth. Like, and it just looked like
goth
creepy
vibes.
Yeah, it was kind of creepy. So, and no, it's kind of cool. It was kind of cool.
See, this was easy.
No, it was kind of. That's
yeah,
how I felt.
right.
That's how I felt.
You was in your vibe. The first podcast episode.
First of all, I got a new Instagram. Instagram deleted my fucking Instagram. Yo, you know how sad I was?
Really? Oh, that's why I'm like,
yes,
why I'm not following you. When I found you, I'm like, I've been was following her. Like, why? What happened?
No, see, I don't know what happened one day. I was gonna delete my Instagram. I'm like, all right, let me delete my Instagram and focus up. Y'all delete this shit and try to come back. I could not come back. Yo, when I say I was emailing Instagram from like February to probably like a little before my birthday, and after like a month, I remade a new one, and I'm like, yo, and I was like, F the followers and stuff. No offense.
Yeah.
But one reason I was so sad about my social media, my Instagram, was because
there's 2 eyes in your giant, right?
Yeah. Now, no, it's the light.
That's what it is. I had to go back.
But yeah, so my Instagram, it made me sad because I think we're in 2019, maybe 2017. If I'm not mistaken, it was 2017. I had took a picture with the what is this, Black Pyramid shirt on, and I had tagged
Pyramid, Chris Brown.
Right, I tagged Chris Brown one year, and I got a bunch of likes. One day I deleted my Instagram, and on my way to work one day, I made it back. I was talking to some people. I put my phone in the locker because I'm like, you know, I'm always on my phone at work, and that's not good because I can get fired for that.
Right.
Yo, I go on my lunch break, and I'm getting mad likes, mad ads, and I'm like, hold up.
Oh, he blew your joint up, Chris Brown.
Yo, I'm like, who exposed me, first of all? That was my first initial reaction. I'm like, nah, I got caught slipping because what? What's going on? And I'm scrolling trying to figure something out. Like, some fan page was like, Chris Brown liked this picture. I said, what? I kept scrolling. I was like, Chris Brown liked my picture? Yo, I screamed. I cried. I called my mother. I was like, Ma, Chris Brown noticed me. And she's like, what? I said, yo, he liked my Instagram picture. And I'm like, damn, like, I took that picture.
You went
though.
to his concert at Barcade?
No, I didn't go to this one. Like
Yeah, I know you love Chris Brown.
I
right?
do, but it hasn't like as of lately. Like I just be like, whatever. Like
Oh, you off that?
yeah, like I
She
went.
said she off him, y'all.
Like I went to a Chris Brown concert. What's last year? 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think my story that was like 2016. Yeah, it was 2016 that happened. My bad, y'all. I'm a little. I don't remember. But 2017, I went to his concert. And when I went, I was dumb hype. You had to see me. Like I was at work.
I wish I would have went.
I had like.
I fuck with CB.
I had my partner's phone at the time, and it was somebody else that was assisting us with the job. I had all of our phones trying to catch the tickets, like online, just trying to catch them. And I caught the tickets. I went there by myself, and I was lit too. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the concert because I loved Chris Brown, but I was just like, I felt like he just, I don't know, I wasn't really into it. And maybe it was because of my seats. I was at the Barclays and I had floor seats, and trust me, I will never get floor. I will never pay for floor seats again.
Wow,
like,
what happened?
Because the stage was super high and I couldn't see it. You know, I'm little, so
I'm you still looking at the thing, and you paid all this extra money for the. Oh, okay, I get it.
You feel me? But I was thirsty to see Chris. Thirsty.
I get it.
And I went to a Kendrick concert. I went to the Damn tour after that. Damn tour. I started getting into Kendrick probably a few years prior.
Kendrick's my guy. Gotta go with Kendrick.
Like, you know, when I say I don't listen to rap. Like, my ex was like, man, you like Tupac, you gonna love Kendrick. I'm like, man, whatever.
Kendrick and Cole.
So he started playing Kendrick, and I'm like, oh my God, I love him. And he like, I told you. So I've been into Kendrick ever since. So I went to the Damn tour, and let me tell you, I was late, everything. I come in there, and that's who I learned when I learned about Travis Scott. I see this nigga flying everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I ain't come here for this. Like, I went on live and everything on Facebook. Like, who is this? Everybody's like, China. That is Travis Scott. I'm like, and I want to see Kendrick. But Kendrick was just like,
you like Travis?
I'm be honest, I don't even know a song. Yeah.
Nah, you gotta know Travis song.
I don't.
You open that window?
Oh, that's him?
That's Travis.
Oh, okay. But it was like when I went to Kendrick was so in tune. And he just like, you felt his energy. And that shit was so dope to me because I'm in the back at the Barclays. And there's thousands of people there. And I'm like, yo, if I feel this man energy, I know everybody do. Like the energy in there was so
Kendrick is a different
real. And
different
I'm
animal.
just like, yo, this man right here, like I can come see him all the time. Like I can sit in the nosebleeds and be fine. Like I'm like, nah, this is dope. Like Kendrick, he got it. And I don't like concerts because I'm little. Like people feel like, you know, they can do.
No, but you know what's so ill about you is you went to the concert by yourself.
Oh, I do a lot by myself. Like,
yeah.
I do. Like,
see, that's self-love. And it's so crazy. I went to lunch today by myself. I went to lunch.
Like going out to eat. It's really like taking a shower to me. Like I take a shower by myself every day. I can go out to eat by myself. Like that's just how I am. Like I went to Vegas by myself.
Last Thursday, I went to a spot, Soho Park, with for Mariah Lynn. Mariah Lynn was hosting, and the DJ he played my song in the club, whatever the case may be. I went dolo. I never go like to clubs and stuff dolo. Like I went dolo. It wasn't that. It was weird a little bit, but in the spot, people end up vibing with me.
Let me tell you,
people pull up on me. Oh, I go out. What you doing?
If I'm in the mood and nobody.
But see, I don't know. I think it's different for girls though.
Let me tell you something. It's not like
for women.
No, I don't know. I went out by myself. But I remember when I first came back home, like last year, some club downtown had an all-black party, and I'm like, I want to go out and nobody to go out with. Some boy on my Instagram like, China, you should come out. And I'm like, I don't even know you, but I'm going out. Like, I just want to be outside.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, I cash tap him. I needed a ticket. I'm like, yo, I'm going to get a ticket from you. He like, all right, I'm going to meet you at the door. He met me at the door. I seen some people I knew. I said, hi. When I got in there, it was just like, it was mad love. I seen somebody in there. He's like, yo, China, come here. I was like, all right, I'm going to sit right here. Yeah. I just seen mad people. I'm like, you know what?
But see, that's what I'm saying. With women, you end up doing that. Like, I went in the spot. I ain't know nobody in the spot. Mad people was in there from Jersey.
And, you know, I feel like it depends on the crowd that you, not to say you affiliate yourself with, but don't get me wrong, it's been a point in time where I will go out downtown and not know nobody.
And this is a Thursday night.
All my friends, see now on a Thursday night, I will go to Salsa con Fuego because I know everybody, people gonna be in Salsa. You feel me? But don't get me wrong, people be in Salsa lit on a Thursday. Yeah. So if I'm like, yo, it's Thursday and I'm feeling it, let me go here. or I'm gonna check, I'm gonna get on social media and look. Like, let me see who in South. So like,
Yeah.
you feel me? Like, I don't mind doing nothing.
I went to
myself.
this event just because I knew they was gonna play my record, and the DJ rocked with me, so I was going. But it was kind of like I'm in the spot. I really I don't know nobody. I'm a dude. This dude's like girls is in there, but I told you earlier in the podcast, I'm not on a certain type of time, so I'm just chilling. I mean, I was just chilling. I had my little drink, chill. You know, I ended up meeting some good people in there. Shouts out to Minnie Mogul from Rock Nation and Sony. I met her in the spot, and the DJs that show love. Shouts out to DJ Skrilla who played my record, and the promoter Palace, Cuddy Palace Entertainment. So you know, it was a cool little situation. Mariah Lynn pulled up. You know, I got to vibe with her for a quick second. She's cool. She seems like she has great energy. I didn't really stay too long after. But it was cool, and it was just like my first time like really going out to like a club environment by myself though. So I mean, I would do it again.
Something. If I want to go somewhere, I'm going. Like, I don't even think you heard me when I said it. I was in Vegas by myself. Like,
for real?
I planned this trip.
Nah, but see, that might be fun. That might be fun.
Let me tell you something. When I say I was legit in Vegas, chilling by myself. On the strip with my Henny bottle, and the crazy thing is, I'm in Vegas.
You gonna meet mad people,
but I was running into people I knew. Meeting people.
That's
it was
a fact.
just crazy. Like,
that's a fact.
I was there for the New Year, the year before last, and I was when I say I was lit, I was so lit. I fell asleep before the ball dropped here. Like, I fell asleep that early. Then I woke up. It was like 3 a.m. Vegas time. I'm like,
it was 3 a.m. Vegas time.
Right, I told you I was
dead. You was deady because Vegas time 3 a.m. was like 6 here.
Yes, they 3 hours behind. Yo, I'm like, like, I had fun though, and I would definitely do it again. Like, you know,
that's fire.
Like, I don't have.
I wouldn't mind doing that. Like going to Vegas by myself. You would like spots like that. I feel like I'm nervous about traveling out the country by myself because I've seen so many movies.
But you know what's crazy?
I'll be on some I'm gonna get taken.
I've been places, like I lived in LA for a little while, right?
Yeah.
And when I would introduce myself to people, they be like, "You from the Bronx?" Like looking at me like the Bronx is. You come to the Bronx and you gonna walk right into the middle of a wall, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just from the Bronx. Like, no lie, I met a Crip nigga from Watts, like straight Crip nigga. And if you know anything about LA, you know Watts is like real rough too. Like, people here at Compton, but Watts is there too. Like, you
that's
feel
where
me?
Tyrese from.
Right. So Watts is pretty rough, but that's what we perceive because what we hear and what we see.
Just like how when they hear Brooklyn and the Bronx, it's like, oh,
the nigga was like,
God.
and you had to hear him. He like,
you gonna die.
He was like, man, what he said? He kept saying something. He was like, man, trying to stop studioing. Some shit like that. And I'm like, he like, man, where you from? I'm like, the Bronx. He like, the Bronx. I'm like, yeah. He was like, man, they rough there. And in my mind, I'm like, the Bronx? Ew, I know most of the Bronx.
Is rough?
The rough.
I be saying it.
And my Soldier Boy.
I be saying the same thing, like the Bronx.
So that's just.
we from uptown.
Right. So when I say that, I just say it to say the same way we perceive these places do the same for us. Like, you know, people think like New York is really the concrete jungle. So when you go,
it is, but I guess when we live here, it's like.
But that's like when I go to Trinidad. People, when I first went to Trinidad, people like trying to be careful. I read this, that, and the third. When I went to Trinidad, I'm like, yeah, for real. Like, I'm fine. Like,
it's like home.
It's exactly. But I'm like, y'all think of this and we watch TV and we watch the news and they show us what they want us to see. But it's like walking anywhere. You not walking through nobody hood, walking through a group of niggas on the corner. You don't know. You're not doing that in your hometown. You think you're gonna go to a third world country and do that?
Nah.
You feel me? I'm like, if you walking through, let's just say you go to a part of the Bronx, Harlem, whatever, and you walk through and you fly from head to toe, mad flashing. You walk through a group of niggas. You think they won't try nothing? Especially if you flashy. Yeah, they gonna try that here at home. So if you go to a third world country, any country, and you got on this fly stuff, what you think gonna happen to you? In their mind, you got it.
You got it.
Because 9 times out of 10,
you gotta watch that when you go away.
This is what I'm saying. They know you not from there. They know you're a foreigner. They know you from foreign. So you think they got smartphones just like us?
I've been smartening up. I've been sharpening up my Spanish. You heard?
No, but I'm just saying they
I go
not
to DR.
they not stupid.
Puerto
They
Rico.
see that you got on $300 Yeezys. In
Yeah,
some of
they
these
know what
countries,
the
do you know
vibe
what
is.
$300 is to their money?
Yeah, facts.
That's some racks right there. So of course, yeah, I'm gonna take your shoes off and sell it.
Right.
Why not? You got it clearly because you wearing it.
That's how they feel. That's how they feel. Yeah. Yeah.
But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
is
Make
what
sure
it is.
y'all follow us on Instagram. Flyy Guy is me. And
The Life of a Giant with 2 eyes.
make sure y'all follow us and make sure y'all subscribe to the podcast. We appreciate y'all for listening. You heard the first podcast.
Thank you so much.
You already know what time
Anything that you want to talk about, anything you want to get off your chest, and you're just afraid to say it out loud, let me know.
it is. Right. Message us. We definitely want to talk to y'all. Message us. Let us know. Next podcast, we answer some questions, send us some questions and stuff like that. All right. We appreciate y'all for listening. Holla at us. Cheer.
Peace.